Now the floor is open for questions from the media.
My question is is in relation to the markets. The vendors expressed some concerns about lack of water and washroom facilities. Is there anything that you guys are doing to meet these concerns so that they can be more comfortable at the markets?
All right, with regards to the Rosa Market, the Act states clearly that once the market is available, once the market is ready, all vending of marketable commodities should be done at the Rosa Market. There were situations where we were not ready, so it was allowed. I mean, people were in the streets. But as I said earlier, we, together with the stakeholders, the WASCO, City Council, the police, environmental health, we work towards a plan to have everything in place that people would be at the market. We would not invite persons to come to the market if we knew that the conditions are not acceptable. And the major concern for us was water. Although we had already cleaned and sanitized the place, we had the space available, but we were concerned about water. And we worked tirelessly with the WASCO to get water installed at the market. There were some problems because of all the heavy flooding, so we had blockages, siltation, and all of that was affecting even the use of our toilets. But we got that up and running. It was not 100% on the Friday, the 1st, when it opened. And in anticipation, because we had some other challenges that the WASCO had to assist us with, in anticipation of the limitation that we would have had, we also installed portable toilets. Okay? So the portable toilets are still at the market. We still have some little problems that we still have to deal with at the Rosa Market. But I can tell you that the washroom facilities are fully functional at the market. Okay? So the vendors, users of the market have access to water, and they have access to the use of our toilet facilities at the market.
Good morning. Can I just ask what are the hours of operation for the Rosa Market currently? Because that was another concern for the vendors.
Yes.
They not being sure what time they have to leave and come in.
The Rosa Market, when we go back to the Rosa Market Act, we have some hours that, some time ago we changed the hours from 6 to 6, 6 o'clock in the morning to 6 in the evening. Before Maria, there was a tradition that was developing at the Rosa Market, where when we had access to electricity, because, even from the Bayfront, we were getting electricity from Bayfront that was coming right up to the Rosa Market, and we also had some street lights around the market. So there was a tradition that was developing, and a practice that we encouraged, that from Thursday night, the market was open. Thursday night, Friday, the whole of Friday, Friday evening, people will go into the market to do their shopping. We would love to restore that situation in the quickest time, to restore back to where we were. But the situation that we have is that we do not have electricity at the market. The hours are still 6 to 6. Because that is the time that daylight hours that people can see. I think it has been raised, it has been brought to our attention, and we are trying to see how we can get, because we have some poles there. Dominica has put some poles at the market, and some of them might be poured, to see if we can get a few street lights there. So if we get a few street lights, that would assist. But we have a major job in terms of the rewiring and electrification of the Rosa Market. Okay? So did I answer your question? Okay.
Subject of relief distribution, has this mentioned that it's being distributed weekly, daily? Can we ask, is that to pinpoint, is that to targeted communities, or is that all over the island? Is that island-wide? Yeah. Is it still going on? I should say. Thank you.
Okay, a schedule has been developed because we cannot serve the entire island in 1 week. So a schedule has been developed by the the coordinator of relief, and so we do distributions on a weekly basis, on a daily basis. So some days we do different communities so as to target all the communities so that everybody can be serviced.
So you're basically stating that yes, relief distribution is still ongoing.
Yes, yes, relief distribution is still ongoing.
All right.
I have a question for Mr. Lawrence. I know you mentioned that in the long-term plans, what you all are trying to do is get the park houses certified on an international level, but are there any other long-term plans that you can share with us?
Okay. One would be the certification, but we cannot ship certification. So the main part of it would be the having a steady production system that we can guarantee a market for. So the major part of marketing sometimes is really your product. And it wouldn't be our decision alone, especially looking at Maria as to what transpired. There need to be some sitting down as to what crops we're gonna really engage in, thinking of resilience, and what will be the next. Original market, however, we place heavy emphasis on it as it's maybe our best market, in my opinion, in terms of the proximity of this market and the prices. So what you find is that most of the hawks that service the regional market, that's where the bulk of our trade is going, and there will always be a demand for mixed commodity, but we have to schedule properly, that we don't have gluts and scarcity as we used to have in the past. So moving forward, I think is proper planning and having everybody involved. So it's a continuous rally process. All right?
Park houses and long-term plan. In addition to what Mr. Lawrence said, the park houses are supposed to be the vehicle through which we export all our agricultural produce. You will recall also that we have what we call the Fresh Produce Export Quality Control Act. And we are in the process of implementation of the Fresh Produce Export Quality Control Act, which states clearly that all produce for export must pass through certified park houses. We have started with the support of some of the exporters on a voluntary basis, and they have responded well. They are buying into the service. But what our plan is and our goal is to see all the produce that we export from Dominica passing through certified facilities. We have the Portsmouth Park House, we have the Roseau Park House, and any other private park houses that would be available. That is all in conjunction with implementing the Fresh Produce Act. So that's a long-term plan, a long-term vision of the government. That's a government policy, government action that we are going to work towards. We have some setbacks with Maria, but we will get back on track. We will get back on track because that's our goal, that's our aim, to get to that place. Okay?
Thank you to everyone, members of the media present, those of you following. Special thanks to the Minister responsible for Trade, Energy and Employment, the Member of Parliament for Portsmouth, Honourable Ian Douglas, General Manager of Dexia, Gregor Thomas, Bristol Lawrence, the Manager for the Multipurpose Pack Houses, and Paula Plasko, the Accountant at Dexia. Thank you one and all, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great day.